Hey folks, it's break time, and that means it's another edition of the Anime Break Room with your hosts Will Medina and Dabir Weeks. Dabir, what's up, brother? How we doing today?
What's good? I'm doing pretty good. Feeling good.
Feeling good too, man. The end of my vacation sucks.
So sorry.
I know, man. I know. I enjoyed it. I watched a lot of anime.
Good.
And I watched a lot of Jobless Reincarnation.
Ooh, how you liking it?
I like it. It's out of pocket. That's for sure. It's out of pocket. It really is. But you know what though? The story itself is really good.
Right.
And last week with Josen and Ito, we talked about Sword Art Online, but we actually kind of got into Jobless Reincarnation. Well, Makoto Tenzin, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Jobless Reincarnation. So we kind of got into it a little bit, and I agree with what they said when they said it's a redemption.
Yeah.
You know, because he's trying to live a better life than his past life.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm digging the story. Like, it's really intriguing. You know,
Nice.
I'm almost done with season 1, and then I'll start season 2. It's 13 episodes, and then there's a second part to season 2. Basically, is that what's going on? Because they're showing there's more coming out in January.
Right.
So
yeah, that should be like a part 2, or maybe they're just gonna continue on where they left.
Okay.
Off, yeah.
No, but I'm interested. I'm invested. Like, I really am. It's really good.
Right.
So it's a good watch. Definitely something I recommend. It is out of pocket. Just to let you guys know, it's there's some stuff in there that's like, yo.
Right.
But,
make you want to look around, so you see anybody behind you while you're watching it.
Bro, okay. I started watching it at work.
Oh.
The first couple episodes, I'm just like, yo, hold on. I can't do this here. I gotta, I can't. I mean, I have my headphones in, you know, because I'm watching it, and you know, everybody has their headphones, but
until that one person walks past and take a peek, like at the wrong moment.
Yeah, I'm just like, I can't do this.
Like, this what you into?
You know what though? You know what else is like that? Eminence in Shadow.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it's not as out of pocket as Jobless Reincarnation, but there's a part in there where the MC Sid Kagano, he gets into a hot spring, and he doesn't. I don't know if it's a co-ed hot spring or if somebody was in the wrong hot spring, but you know, he's in there, and he's in there with one of the princesses from the Midgard.
Okay.
They have some history together, you know, so I'm not going to spoil it for you too much because you haven't watched it yet.
Right, I haven't watched it.
But, so there's a part where they're in there, and, you know, they're no clothes. Like, it's all, you know. And she's like, what she said, she kind of peeps at his, and then he says something like, "Oh yeah, I see you keep looking at my Excalibur." I was like, "Yo, what the heck?" I was like,
name.
"Yo, dude, it was wild, dude." I was like, "Dude, I can't watch this at work. Like, what's wrong with me?" But it's like I said, I said my piece about that last week. It's okay, you know, but I'm really enjoying Jobless Reincarnation. I think it's really good. Like I'm definitely enjoying it. Besides all the other stuff, it's
right.
It's good. It's a good story. So I can't wait to watch season 2 and get caught up with all that. No, but I'm enjoying that. And like I said, last week we had Ito and Josen on. Man, was that?
Yeah, it was fire. They brought the energy.
Oh man, they loved
it.
It was awesome. It was awesome. It was definitely awesome. So we talked about Sword Art. We talked about a lot of things with Sword Art. Kirito, Leaf, Asuna. It was like I said, it was great. It was a good conversation with those guys. Definitely gonna have those guys back on soon.
Oh yeah,
you know, it was fun. Like they, I from the jump, like when you guys came over, and I opened the door and saw you guys already like chit chatting it out. I said, man, this is gonna be crazy. It's already getting started. Like when I tell you guys that we were talking an hour before we started recording. That's how really it was.
It really was. It went so fast. I didn't even realize we were talking that long.
I know. And it's just like, we're just chopping it up. And it's just like, yo, we haven't started recording yet. You know, it's just like, oh, yeah, let's yo, it was great. Like, it was fun. So I definitely enjoyed it. Like I said, we're definitely have those guys back on. It was good flow. It was good energy. Right. It was great. But this week we talk about one of the most it was definitely gained some popularity over the spring. Mashle, Magic and Muscles. So we're gonna get into that for our lunch break topic. and it like that's an anime or that's a series that I'm actually reading. So like where I'm at in the manga, it's really good. Ooh. Like, so I'm glad like a lot of people enjoyed it, the anime series, but it's definitely going to get better as the series goes
good
on.
To hear.
Yeah, so like I said, it's one of my favorite reads that I'm currently reading right now, and right now I'm on volume 13. So I think there's 17 volumes out.
Okay.
Altogether, and I want to say the series is done, like the manga's done.
Yeah.
So, which would make sense because I'm on the final war. Like they're fighting.
Right. You did mention a little snippet, a little something.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. So I'm on the final war, and it's really good. You know, and I'm gonna say, and I'm probably gonna repeat this in this episode. This arc was great. It was funny. It was great. The next two are gonna be better.
Really?
This next one's gonna be good. The one that's coming out in January.
Yeah.
The one after, it's gonna be fire. Yeah. So I'm excited. We'll get into season 1 with Mashle, but before we do, let's get into our Chop Talk segment. And I want to talk about something that Dabir, you brought to my attention sometime this week. I want to say it was either Wednesday or... Yeah, I want to say it was Tuesday or Wednesday because when I was watching JJK this week, I out loud said nobody should be criticizing MAPPA for their animation.
Right.
Because all the criticism that we're seeing on Twitter. Was it Twitter that you sent me? Well, it was on Instagram from Goat Brandon.
Yeah.
But he saw all the criticism on Twitter.
You're right.
And to all those people who are criticizing the animation, because we kind of talked about this last week with Joes and Ito. All the people who are criticizing this animation are blind.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's ridiculous. Like, first and foremost, this last episode. Let's just take this last episode for example. First, that Dominion expansion, right? That's what you call it?
Domain expansion.
Domain expansion. I'm sorry. Domain expansion. That whole scenery, I love how vibrant.
Right.
It is.
Right. It felt like you was in like a dream or something.
Like a beach dream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was just like ocean, sand. Like, to me, that it was well done.
I agree.
You know, it was perfectly done. And like I said, I mean, those guys are working their tail off. And like Ito said, when they put budget on something, like you can see the difference. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And MAPPA does have their style with Hell's Paradise, with Chainsaw Man, with JJK, especially with Hell's Paradise. You can see they put some, budget on there, but you can tell it's not compared to JJK or Chainsaw Man. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But for me, animation, as long as it fits the anime itself and what the anime is about, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Hell's Paradise is rugged. It's a very violent, anime. It's very rugged and violent. And I feel like the animation fits for what Hell's Paradise is, the story Hell's Paradise is trying to tell. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, what they're doing with JJK, what they did with Chainsaw Man, is obviously, to me, levels beyond what they were doing with Hell's Paradise. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you can see, like I said, when Ito says, and I completely agree, when he says when they put budget on it, there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this past episode with the choreography, with Toji fighting the curse spirit, it was amazing.
Man, amazing.
It was just phenomenal. It was well done. You know what I'm saying? I think those guys take a lot of... anybody who's criticizing them was unfair. It's unfair criticism. It's unfair criticism.
It really is.
And I don't agree with all that. And plus they're working their tails off, 24/7.
24/7, back to back.
So and then they got that. I think they have AOT. They're doing AOT. I think the last the last 2 episodes, I think they did. I want to say I don't think they did the whole series. I just think they did like the last couple. I think the last season.
Right. I forgot about that.
And then they had the last 2 episodes, which the last episodes tonight actually. But yeah, I just want to say that they took a lot of unfair criticism, and like I said, for all that criticism, I think you can just see it. Like
right, they still putting in their hard work because in the Instagram post from Gold Brandon that I sent you, it was also saying like, oh no, wait, was that something you sent me actually?
No, what?
Maybe.
What was it?
When they were talking about how they're trying to catch up to the higher studios.
No, you sent me that.
Oh, okay, so so they know, they acknowledge that they're new, they're just starting out, and they're trying to move their way up to the top as fast as possible, as efficiently as possible,
which is respectable.
Yeah, and I feel like they're accomplishing it personally.
I think so too. And they're granted they're taking on a lot of projects.
Oh yeah, they are.
They are. But at the same time, I think they're delivering as far as animation,
right?
And you look at Toei. Toei's so focused on One Piece. You look at Ufotable. I can't even pronounce her name.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it.
But they're so focused on Demon Slayer. MAPPA is just trying to put everything together with everything they have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're trying to give everything equal amount of love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like that's what I feel like they're doing, in my opinion. And I think for the most part they're doing a great job. Like I said, the Hell's Paradise animation wasn't anything, crazy, but I think it fit what the anime was trying to do. And I'm pretty sure season 2 is going to be better.
Oh yeah, they're going to bring it. They're going to bring more.
For sure. I had to rewatch Chainsaw Man because I only watched it one time. But as far as I can remember, I love that animation too.
Right. I did too. I definitely look forward to rewatching that.
Yeah. And with JJK, I mean, for anyone who said that the animation is not good, I mean, they're blind. Bro.
Right.
Because, like I said, especially with the last episode, and the whole fight with Toji and he's fighting that cursed spirit. Bro, it was just phenomenal.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It was crisp. It was clean. I mean, like I said, the whole beach atmosphere with the domain expansion.
Yeah.
Right? Domain expansion. Yeah. It was just good. Like, I mean, it was so well done. And even before that, with Gojo in that fight, when he's fighting Hanami and Jogo and those guys, like, it was...
And I'm noticing... that they're doing a lot of different scenes that are like high speed. Right. They're keeping it clean. Even with, the animation and the characters, they don't look all like half done between these fast paced, high speed, fights and scenes. I was keeping my eye on it. I'm just like, and it's still good. And I like that. They're still keeping everything, not falling off on like background characters, half drawn type stuff,
Right. Yeah, so I mean, like I said, that's a good point. That because they are doing a lot of fast-paced scenes, especially with that one, especially with that fight with Gojo and fighting those 3 cursed spirits.
Right.
Yeah, it's like they're bringing it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're definitely bringing it, and even with the fight with Chozo and Yuji.
And it's another one that it's just a lot of different camera angles and high speed. It was still clean.
Yeah, very clean. Very clean. So, I mean, like I said, for those who are criticizing, please watch again.
Wash your eyeballs.
Yeah. It's not fair. It's not fair, But also, too, what I want to talk about, and we kind of referred to it today, AOT, the final episode.
Final episode. I almost forgot about it, even though it's in my phone. I almost forgot.
Really?
Yeah, I almost forgot. I probably would have realized it like tomorrow or something. Like,
I mean, it was a gap between the last part and this. I think the last part came out in April.
Yeah.
Was it April? It was April.
I think it had to be April.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it was a big gap. So it's understandable that you forgot. I keep seeing it on Instagram and all social media. So,
surprisingly,
you haven't?
I think I've seen it once.
Okay.
Maybe once yesterday.
Yeah. No, I keep seeing it. But I haven't watched part 15, whatever it is, you know.
Part 15 of 25.
Yeah, I haven't watched that, the last part that they had out. So and I know there's something that we have to talk about, that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Because it is a popular anime. Everybody loves AOT.
Yeah.
I like it, you know. I'm a fan too. I just think the last season kind of got me all, you know,
discombobulated.
Yeah. I just think there's a lot of factions, a lot more characters that are just popped up. I'm like, yo, what the hell?
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna rewatch all of season 4, and then I'll eventually
watch the part 1 and then part 2.
Yeah,
I mean that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean it's almost like a movie. It's like a movie.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah.
You think it would be, because it's popular. You think if this was in a theater setting, you think it would have a good outcome?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Because I definitely would be there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would.
Because I love the story. I love how dark it is and gory. The characters, dope characters, plenty to love. Yeah, I definitely would think they would make a lot. They would.
That's what I'm kind of surprised that they didn't have it in a theater setting.
So am I, especially that part 1. That was basically a movie. I mean, and it was clean.
The last part?
Yeah. Okay. That was basically us. That was a whole movie.
Because they said this one is going to be an hour and a half long.
Right. And I think the first one was
an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
Too.
And it was so good. Like, I was on the edge of my seat the whole episode. Like, if they would have put that in the theaters, I wouldn't have been mad. And they would have made a lot of money for that. I'm surprised they didn't, actually.
Yeah, I think too, because Demon Slayer, obviously, we know that they're the last, after this arc, they're going to be, you know, it's all going to be movies, you know, for the final war.
Right. You did tell me that, yeah.
I think that you're going to see a lot of animes do that, you know, where their final war is basically going to be a movie.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a new trend.
I think it's going to be new. I think it's going to be a new trend.
Yeah.
And also too, I would be surprised if One Piece doesn't do that.
Yeah.
You know, cuz regardless how One Piece ends, and I would hope it ends like, you know, regardless how it ends, it's gonna break the internet. Whether it's bad, good, mid, either way, it's gonna break the internet. So I would think Toei is gonna put that into
the greatest movie ending of all time.
Can you imagine if that's like a 3-hour movie?
I wouldn't even be mad. But it's taking a whole day off.
It would just
One Piece.
It would just fit though, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, after 2,000 episodes, you got a 3-hour movie for the finish.
Oh
like,
my god,
why not?
Crazy.
You know, but yeah, no. My whole thing for AOT is gonna be rewatching season 4, and then I'm gonna try to. Not try. I am gonna rewatch season 4, and then watch the last 2 parts. You know, because like I said, I'm pretty sure it's something that our audience will want us to hear us talk about.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm definitely that's my mission. You know, so I'm definitely gonna get back on that and definitely rewatch season 4 for AOT.
Okay.
You know. But I don't know. I might watch the last part and then try to watch, you know, the ending tonight. I don't know. I might. I don't know yet.
I mean, you could.
Oh, I mean, maybe. You know, we'll see. I mean, I got so much that I want to watch, and then, you know, I don't want to miss out on anything. But like Undead Unluck, I still gotta watch that. So, but we'll see. I know eventually I'll watch the whole series and finish it. So, because it is good, it is phenomenal, it is well done. You know. But with that being said, let's jump into our lunch break topic: Mashle, Magic and Muscles, Dabir. Dabir, when you first watched it, what you think about it? Season 1.
When I first watched it, I noticed the animation, of course. Beautiful. It's clean and it's a little...
It was toony.
Yeah, I was just about to say toony. Yeah, toony. But it was... I noticed it was fitting because it's funny. It's a comedy,
right?
too.
Right.
So it fits.
It definitely gave because I always, and we said it earlier, I feel like if an animation fits the anime, I'm okay with it,
right?
You know, and I felt like it fit what Mashle is, very comedic, very silly, you know, and at times, how can I say, you know, serious, you know, it. And some of the fights in this season were pretty cool.
Yeah,
you know, were pretty good. Yeah. Were pretty good. But I think for the most part, I think with the toony animation that they had, and it wasn't like toony like Tom and Jerry, you know, like
it was more of the colors.
Yeah, right. Very vibrant colors, you know. And I think, like I said, I think it fit. And it definitely fit.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I mean, I loved it, and I think from the most part, like I said, I'm reading the manga, and I think for the most part, it followed the manga.
Okay,
I don't think it deteriorated away from the manga at all. You know, it's a pretty simple storyline, or you know, pretty simple story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mash, who can't use magic, is adopted by this man, Ringo, and they eventually, because it's a society where magic is everything. You know, everybody uses magic for everything. No, like physical labor doesn't even exist.
Right, like even like pouring yourself something to drink, you're using magic.
Right.
Yeah.
So those who can't use magic are segregated, you know, from that society because they feel like this is a flawless society. And so when they found out that Mash can't use magic because he went into town, you know, to look for some cream puffs.
Gotta get his cream puffs.
He loves cream puffs. Mash loves his cream puffs. But when he went to town to get his cream puffs, they knew that he didn't have magic because everybody has a mark on their face. You know? Yeah. And that's interesting too. So, you know, when you don't have a mark on your face, automatically people know you're not a magic user. And so the Magic Bureau was trying to get after him. He defended them off, but then the one officer made his deal with him,
which was interesting. I didn't see that coming at first. I was like, wait a minute, okay, where's this about to go? Yeah, he saw a potential in Mash. He was okay, even though he can't use his magic. Mash defends off magic with physical strength. Now, Mash is a guy who I can somewhat relate to because Mash works out. Yes. You know, Mash got the gains. He got those gains.
You know what though? When I first read the synopsis, you know, of Mashle, I thought Mash was gonna be a real bulky guy.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. I thought he was gonna be real bulky, but he's just lean. Like he has. He's
very cut.
Yeah. He does have a good physique. You know, pause. You know, but he does. No. But I like his design when he doesn't have his magic robe on. You know, or the student uniform, I should say. When he doesn't have that on, you know, he has a good, like the physique that the author gave him is pretty good. But
they put a lot of good detail. I noticed. You know, like you could tell they study. You know, probably like bodybuilders or whatever to get those physical details, even with the calf muscles or the forearms. It looks really good. I love it.
Yeah, I like the design that they put on Mash.
Yeah.
But this anime, like I said, it has a lot to do with social status, which is pretty. Oh, that's what I'm gonna say. Before we get into that, so. Is it interesting that the lines are, you know, obviously you can see how the lines, like if you don't have a line, you're not a magic user.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty unique power system. The double liners and the single liners.
Yeah, when that started getting explained, I was like, okay, because I was wondering why I see, you know, different amounts of lines on people's faces.
Right. So the double liners they're more like chosen by magic. You know, they're like magic has chosen them to be great. You know, something like that. You know, and the single liners are like average magic users. You know, the double liners are more, like I said, how can I put it in a way where it's just like
from birth, it just shows like, okay, you're gonna have more magic than the average person. Right. But I also noticed the one, I forget his name, the head of the whole
Wahlberg.
Yes, he only has one line.
Oh.
So that also got me thinking, okay, just because you have more lines doesn't mean you're actually stronger. It just means you have more of a natural, abundant amount of magic, I guess. But that doesn't mean the next person with one line can't defeat you,
right?
If you don't hone yourself. So it doesn't mean everything just because you have, like, it does help, as you get further into the series, in different scales and different levels.
Okay.
But I noticed it doesn't mean everything, and I like that though. I like that part.
You're gonna see in the next arc.
Wahlberg. That's why he was looking like that. Okay. Yeah. I was like, okay. I was like, he's thinking about something.
Yeah. You're gonna see in the next arc what Wahlberg can do. He's a beast.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. You know what though, and also I'm glad you brought up the Headmaster Wahlberg, because when I was watching it, rewatching Mashle, and my girl was kind of sitting next to me, and I think she was like on her phone, and as soon as she popped up, she saw Headmaster Wahlberg. She goes, "Oh, Dumbledore."
Yep. I felt the same way when I seen him.
I was like, okay. I was like, Harry Potter, right? She goes, yeah. That's Dumbledore. That's who that is. Okay. And then, like, I'm still watching it, and then you can see, like, they're, like, they had, like, a cool shot of the Eastern Magic Academy.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, Hogwarts. I was like, okay. So I was like, you know what? Let me just watch Harry Potter. So I ended up watching the first movie, and I saw there's a lot of similarities.
They took a lot of inspiration from Harry Potter, and I'm not even mad about it. No, I really like it.
They took a lot of designs. They took a lot of concepts.
Yeah.
But the story is still itself.
It's still itself, and they added their own twist to it to make it unique.
Right.
It's nice.
Like the Quidditch.
Yeah.
That's Dulo. That's that game. It was very similar.
Yeah, as soon as I seen it, I was like, okay.
Yeah. When I saw that, when I was watching that one episode when they were playing that game, that's my girl was like, oh my god, that's Quidditch. And I'm like, okay, all right, now I gotta really watch Harry Potter.
It's a lot of movies. Get ready.
I know, it's like 8 of them.
Yeah.
8 or 9, something like that. And they're all 2.5 hours long.
And they're all good though. They're real good.
I was gonna ask you if you were a Harry Potter fan.
I am. Yeah.
So you saw all the movies already?
I have them. I have them all on DVD still. A nice little case on my PC. I see them every day when I.
You got a box set. You bought them individually.
Got the whole box set.
Oh, you got a box set.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. Yeah.
You're
all about it.
I'm a fan. Yeah.
Okay. So, but you saw it from the jump.
Right away. Especially with the wands and all that, and then they start getting more into it. I was just like. It's like a anime twist to Hogwarts. I was just like, that is actually pretty dope.
Okay. How about the one part where they're separating the students in each house within the Eastern? So the Eastern Magic Academy has like 3 houses: Adler, Orca, and Lang.
Yeah.
So did you see the part where they were kind of talking about how where they were kind of touched that dinosaur and the dinosaur would separate them to each house?
Yeah.
When I saw the one part in Harry Potter with the sorting hat,
yeah,
because I can't remember what the dinosaur was. I gotta go back and see if they gave a name to that. It was like a dinosaur figure, that they would touch, and then through your personality, they will separate you to each house. You know what I'm saying? There is different characteristics that each house represented. It was kind of the same thing for Harry Potter, right? For the sorting hat. Yeah. So they had Gryffindor. They had Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff. And then Ravenclaw. And then Slytherin. Okay. So so Slytherin was like kind of like Lang in a way where it was like the real snot-nosed kids were going to,
on a darker side of,
right. So I saw that pretty interesting when I saw that, and then like that one part where Mash and he's touching the dinosaur, and he's trying to get what Mash is all about. He's trying to get inside his head and see how he thinks, and the only thing Mash thought about was cream puffs. So it was pretty unique, pretty interesting.
It was throwing him through a loop. That was actually a pretty funny scene.
It was. I love that scene. I was just like, oh my god, But I didn't realize, because I guess I never watched Harry Potter, so I didn't realize how much of a similarity. Like I knew that Duelo, something like that. That was the name of the game. Yeah. I knew that was Quidditch. I knew that. That's the only thing that I knew. Everything else was like I said, when I was watching it and then Headmaster Wahlberg came up, Dumbledore. That's all my girl said. Oh, that's Dumbledore. And then even her kid, oh my God, look, it's Dumbledore. I'm like, okay, I get it. Yeah, it's Harry Potter, okay. Yeah, I get it.
It's the confirmation.
Right. So, and I enjoyed the first movie of Harry Potter. I did. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm
classic.
I might watch the second one.
Yeah. Hey, I might get through them.
Yeah, I might. But definitely, like, it was a lot of things that Mashle had that were inspired by Harry Potter. That
was a good idea to watch the first Harry Potter movie, though, just to get your mind around, how the similarities with the series. So that was a good idea to do.
Yeah, no, like I said, I definitely wanted to do that because my girl was just picking it apart. Oh yeah, this is. So I was like,
especially you not knowing, it's just like okay, I need to see what's going on here.
Right. So no, it was pretty cool. Like I said, to see the influence that Harry Potter had on Mashle was pretty cool. I want to get in a couple characters. Do you have a character that you really are intrigued with in Mashle? There's a couple characters that I'm intrigued with.
I am intrigued with one. But I can't remember his name because is he the current visionary? Is that him? The current or the past?
The newest visionary?
I think I'm interested in
Ray
him
Ames.
and his magic name and what it is exactly. I'm interested. They haven't talked about it, so I want to know.
You'll see in the next season.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, you'll see in the next season. He shows a little bit in this season.
Yeah,
and he's him.
You could tell he wasn't really trying, but he was still like, hold on.
Yeah, no, he's that dude.
Yeah, ooh.
He's that dude. He's my favorite character too.
Okay.
Yeah, he's my favorite. He's the brother of Finn.
Right, and you could tell he is a caring brother, like from a distance though. He doesn't really like show it out and open.
Yeah, there's an interaction in the manga that I've read that he's very hard on him because he's trying to protect him.
Oh,
So what you said is basically how he is.
Okay.
Hopefully that's not a spoiler. Not a spoiler.
No.
Because you could see because there's a part where he's kind of thinking about because Headmaster Wahlberg told him to go investigate this basement.
Yeah,
because the Magic Bureau had told Headmaster Wahlberg that Innocent Zero had broke out of prison. So he's telling him, "Yo, check this basement out. There might be something down there that we need to investigate."
Yeah.
And so when he's talking, as he's listening to Headmaster Wahlberg, it's kind of like a flashback. He talks about MASH, and how Wahlberg, and then there's something else that's similar to Harry Potter, but I'll get to it in a minute. Now that I thought about it. So when Headmaster Wahlberg was talking to Rain about something, he goes, "You're gonna meet this young man who's very unique in his own way."
Yeah.
And this young man protected your younger brother. When he said that, and then kind of Ray was like, okay, if he did that, I'm cool with him. You know what I'm saying? But there's a part in the manga where he's kind of hard on Finn because he knows Finn is not strong.
Yeah, it's a lot to do with him mentally. You can tell, when you meet him. Yeah.
So it's Ray's a good character. Like I can't wait. But going back to what I was saying earlier, Headmaster Wahlberg and Mash, their relationship is kind of like Harry Potter and Dumbledore. Where Dumbledore knows Harry Potter, he knows his potential.
Yeah.
He knows that he has great potential.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of the same thing with Wahlberg and Mash.
Right,
it's kind of the same thing.
Because he started rooting for Mash like right away.
He's like, jump.
He's like, you know what? I like your personality. I want you to make. I want you to make it to the top.
And he knew he wasn't a magic.
No, he noticed it right away.
Yeah,
you could tell because
yeah. But he's looking at it like he's tired. See, the thing with Wahlberg is he's just tired of society always.
Yes.
Being so perfect, quote unquote.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he wants equality for everybody. Yeah. he wants everybody to be able to live the way they want to live, magic or not. You know what I'm saying? That's his goal.
I started banging with him right away when I noticed that. I'm like, okay, I like him.
Yeah,
I like
and
him.
he even tested Mash. I like the part where he tested him.
Yeah, I did. I like that too. Yeah,
that was pretty dope.
Especially the spell use. I was like, whoa, what is that?
And he was like, what would you do if you fight an opponent that you can't beat or something like that? You know. Yeah. And he was just trying to test him to see where Mash was at.
Right, like, what decision are you going to make in that?
Yeah, are you true? Are you true to who you're trying to be? You know, basically. And it was, I don't know. I like that. I like the interaction.
Right, and I feel like you know, y'all see it if you haven't watched it or not. Check it out. He stepped up to the test. You know.
Oh, Mash.
I loved it. I loved it.
No, but it's interesting that you're intrigued to Ray, and they didn't even show a lot of Ray yet.
Right, they didn't even show a lot of him. I'm just like,
no, that's my boy. I rock away. I rock away. Yeah, Ray Ames. He's the newest visionary. Because it's a group of people. You know what I'm saying? So he's the newest visionary that they have. But a guy who like I said, Ray's cool. You know,
I think I know who you're about to say.
The guy who I really enjoy.
I think I know who it is.
Yo, Dot is funny as hell.
I knew it.
Dot is hilarious, bro. First of all, they don't censor the middle finger in the manga. Okay, they don't.
I'm glad they actually still showed him doing it, but they censored his finger.
Yeah. Which I get. His hand. I mean, I get it. Yeah. You know, it's like them censoring Andy.
Right. Running around half naked most of the time.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Why did I say right? Why did I say half naked?
He's naked.
Man is like, full blown. No care in the world.
It's crazy. But Dot is a great character, man. When I first read the manga, I said, dude, this dude can't be serious. Like, he's living in a movie. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be the guy. He wants to be that, yo, this is my story. I'm the MC. But he has this, like, he has attachment to people. You know what I'm saying? You can see, like, you know, when you do good by him, he's gonna do good by you, and that's what happened with him and Mash when they first met.
Yeah, that's true.
When he got into that little scrum with Silva, what was he, like, a metal magic user?
Yeah.
I want to say it was kind of like
some type of metallic stone. I don't remember the name.
Yeah. So, when Mash kind of stepped up, for Dot, you could see the character development with Dot, and he was just like, because at first he was jealous of Mash.
Yeah, he wasn't banging with him at all.
No, because Lemon. So Lemon's the girl that fall in love with Mash because Mash has saved her through this maze. So and Dot is a guy who they explain as not good looking, so he gets mad at pretty boys.
Any guy who gets attention from women, he hates them immediately.
Yeah. So as soon as Lemon came and started interacting with Mash, Dot was like, I'm killing you. Like, that was, he's like, I'm killing you.
Mash just is oblivious to it. He don't know what's going on.
We'll talk about Mash in a minute, but Mash is very oblivious. Like, he doesn't Mash only cares about cream puffs and working out. That's it.
That's all
That's all he really cares about. But Dot is just hilarious. Like, he's a great comedic character.
Oh yeah, it's perfect. He's perfect.
Yeah, and then he changed his hairstyle.
You know what? I thought that was pretty cool that he did that.
He's like, I think Lemon likes guys with bangs, And Lance kind of looked at him like, what's wrong with you, dude? But the one part with Dot, when they showed him what he could really do. First of all, his magic is pretty cool. It's like explosion.
Yeah. And the way he used it is pretty unique too. Like, it's not as just simple as I'm about to blow stuff up, No,
go ahead.
Yeah. Further on when he used different techniques and like what you was about to say, his secret, technique that he got there.
The one fight, who was it? I don't think it was the Magnia Lupus. Was it? No. He wasn't with the Magnia Lupus, but they were in that arena.
Yeah.
Where he put the time bombs around the one guy. Mm-hmm. But I mean, we didn't know it was time bombs at first. He just surrounded the guy with these magic.
Yeah, like magic mines.
Yeah, magic mines. And he just kind of manipulated it, and then the guy's like, oh yeah, you really think I was gonna step on him? And the guy was like, yeah, I didn't say anything about you stepping on him. It was basically time bombs, and then the way he used it was unique. Like I liked it.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
You know, so basically he you know, like you said, it's a variety of ways that he can use his magic. You know, he doesn't straight on attack you. You know, there's other ways that he can use it. And then like we were talking about his special ability, which is
I actually forgot the name of it too.
Ira Cruz. It's Cruz is like it's actually a German name. I looked it up.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Cruz is like cross.
Oh,
which makes sense because he has a cross on his head.
It's an actual cross.
Yeah, so it was like it's called Ira Cruz, something like that. But that, and it's pretty unique. That is a pretty unique ability because he's able to use it with emotion.
So the more emotion he's feeling in that moment, the stronger he gets.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
to find out. I was just like, okay, so it's not just about magic ability, you know, just normal magic abilities and how many lines you may or may not have. There's other different type of you know, magic elements and abilities that look like we're gonna be finding out more and more throughout the series.
Yeah. So that like I said, that was a unique ability.
Yeah.
And then to intertwine it with emotion was pretty cool. I liked it.
Especially with his personality. It's perfect.
It doesn't fit though.
Well, how hot-headed he is, I would say.
Yeah. But I guess when you see his backstory, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
did they show bits of it?
Yeah, they did because they showed when he was with his sister.
Yeah.
And then all they showed was, you know, these kids were kind of picking on him, or they were gonna take his broom.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we're gonna take your broom, and then his sister came and it's like, yo, Dot, you can't stop letting people push you around. That's why Dot's the way he is.
Right. She helped him strengthen himself mentally. Yeah. Which is pretty dope to see.
Right. I want to say they get more into it as the series goes on. I can't remember, but I know yeah, but it was like, so she basically toughened him up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think she expected to be at the level that he is now.
Right. He took it and he ran with it.
No, he did. Even when they first introduced him, he's walking through like three students and they bump into him. And he goes, yo, excuse me. He goes, you know, what do you say? He goes, when you see me walking, you walk around me. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just acts super tough, bro.
Yeah.
But I love that though. I don't know. He's so funny to me.
Yeah. He's definitely a cool character to be in our group there.
Yeah, he's great. No, and then like I said, just the middle finger was just like
flipping everybody.
Yeah, he's just flipping everybody. Like
you can get some.
No, he don't care, bro. He's at a level. He's just at a point where it's just like, yo, if you don't like me, you don't like me. But you know, you're gonna pay for it. And then, oh, you're a pretty boy. That even makes it worse. You know, because you're dead. You know, so it's great. Like I said, when I first saw Dot, when they introduced him in the manga, I said, yo, I like this guy. I definitely enjoyed the character. He's a great character, in my opinion. Yes. Another guy who I like, who Dot doesn't like. I like him, but then when they started introducing his character, or what he's about, I was like, yo, that's weird. Lance. Lance is strong.
He
double
is.
liner.
Yeah.
Double liner.
Yeah, and he's a double liner, yeah.
His gravity magic.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
And it's like with Dot too, like the way they use their incantations, it's like the element that they're using. So
yeah.
Dot will say explam, something like that.
Yeah.
And then Lance would say graviole.
Yeah.
So
that's I like it. I like
right.
It.
So cool. It's pretty unique. Like I like how they use that, and then how they like incorporate that with their magic attacks. You know. But Dot, I'm sorry, not Dot, but Lance he has a major sister complex.
He does not play about his sister.
And the thing is, he looks cool. He's a pretty boy. All the girls like him. You know what I'm saying? I like his design. The blue hair, the double line. Like I said, the gravity magic is cool. But at first when Mash saw him and he saw the necklace on him, he goes, "Oh," he basically tried to call him a pedophile.
Yeah, he did.
And he goes, "No," and even Lance admitted, "I have a sister complex." I was like, "Oh my god." And it's just like that's when you think it can't get any more weird. It just gets weird.
He just fully like, no, I'm gonna correct you.
Yeah. He goes no, and then it's funny because when he asks, because when they had a little duel, Mash and Lance. Mm-hmm. You know, they had a little duel, and then this is when he captured Lemon,
right,
Finn, and Tom. Tom Knowles, which is another crazy character. Bamboo, but when he captured them. And then he had him in that spell jar or vase.
Yeah, he
had him in that vase, and he's telling Mash, "What's the most important thing in the world?" And Mash just goes, "Cream puffs? No, friends? No." Mash is giving him random answers.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and he goes back to cream puffs. No, not cream puffs. It's my baby sister. And I'm just like, oh, here we go.
How am I supposed to know that?
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, Jesus, this is great. But no, but Lance is strong. He's a great character.
Yeah, he is.
And even when they showed his second.
And when I found out that's a thing, so that, that's with the more lines you have, the more you can unlock these different
spell attacks.
Yeah, different at more advanced, as many lines as you have, the more advanced magic you can use. It wasn't like a little boost though. No. That was a major boost of like the spell he used.
Right.
That was pretty cool.
Do you remember the design of it, or like what it was? It
was more like this muscular beast.
No, the Lance's attack, the attack itself. Like, yeah, he was. Mm-hmm. So he fought one of the Magnia Lupus, the third Fang.
Yeah.
And it was like a mud beast. I think he was fighting.
Yeah.
But
he was fighting his. Was it the enemy's second?
Yeah, that was his second too. Yeah. But he used an enhancement.
Right, he did. He drunk a So you see, there's potions to enhance yourself too. Right. So he took a little.
But he was a double liner too.
Yeah.
Worth Mal, that was his name. Mm-hmm. He was and he had a pretty unique backstory too.
Did they say that?
Yeah, he was. So his dad didn't really acknowledge him.
Oh yeah,
he was like, "Yo, you got to be the best for me to acknowledge you." And that's all he wanted was his dad's acceptance. Yeah.
So he was worried about strength.
He was very worried about strength. And then Lance was basically telling him, "Dude, there's more than strength. There's more to this world than just strength." You know. But when Lance showed, because like I said, he used that extra potion for his second
boost.
Yeah, he used the boost. That's basically what it was. When Lance popped out his second like nothing, I was like, damn, bro.
And I like that they showed that it was like, just because you, not only are you double liner and you drinking a potion, don't mean you're going to be stronger than me. Right. Let me show you something.
Right. There's levels.
Yeah.
There's levels. Yeah. And Lance showed that he's a level above dude.
That scene was that. Yeah. Yeah, I had to actually rewind that because it was so dope. I was like, this is cool.
And like I said, it looked like magnetic pulls, but it was like gravity just pulling the beast apart,
right? And you know what? And that's why I got that memory confused. It wasn't his second wasn't the beast; it was pulling the beast apart. Yeah. I kind of merged those in my head when I thought about it.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, no, but that was, like I said, that was a pretty unique ability. Like I liked that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if you hone your magic ability, you can be as strong as just about anybody. Basically, right?
Yeah. Just like, the headmaster, he's only a one-liner, and I know for a fact he is strong.
Oh, there's no I could tell you, yes, he is. I can tell you that. But no, I like I said, Lance is. I think he's probably, as far as magic, he's probably the most gifted out of the crew.
Yeah.
Out of Dodd, and Mash can't use magic, but out of the crew, he's definitely the most gifted.
That is true, yeah.
Because he's a double liner. Yeah. And even his backstory was sad. Like I said, social status was everything. Mm-hmm. So I guess his sister had a disease that was taking away her magic and the line on her face.
Which is crazy. Yeah. Like they have to, finding out that there's a disease like that in this, in this world that they're in.
Right. Which doesn't help because, like, already, how we said in the beginning, when you don't have magic, when people see that you're not a magic user, you are segregated. I'm sorry, segregated from the world. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you don't exist, basically.
Yeah.
And her parents, Lance's parents, were gonna give her up. You know what I'm saying? They were just like, listen, there's nothing we can do for her. We had to let her go. And Lance was not having it.
He was. I loved the energy he brought to his parents. It's like, yo, that's not okay. Right. That's not okay. Like, literally, this is your daughter, you know? So you just like, oh, she don't got magic. She can't live in here in this house no more. Like, wow.
They were going to give her up to the Magic Bureau.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was their plan. And Lance, his goal is to basically, I got to be a divine visionary to help my sister. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's basically what, he has a sister complex, you know, very weird. But his intentions are true, you know, his intentions are pure, you know, very pure. And I definitely can respect that. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
When I found that out, I was like, okay, I got respect for you.
Yeah, right. So he definitely has pure intentions to becoming a divine visionary. And it's, I don't know, like it's like I said, Lance is the most gifted out of all of them. And it's going to be interesting to see him and Dot. You'll see him and Dot work together more.
Oh, yeah.
As the series goes on.
Bumping heads?
No, actually.
No?
I mean, okay, they're bumping heads. Because you can see when they interact with each other, they don't like each other.
Right.
It's kind of like Sanji and Zoro, but in a way where I don't think they respect each other.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Sanji and Zoro at least respect each other.
Yeah.
Like, Lance and Dot are like, no. Like, you know, you're an idiot.
Right.
You know?
One with a younger sister, one with an older sister.
Yeah. So it's but their teamwork at times is unique.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine them doing.
Was that?
I just thought about it. Combo spells. There's combo spells in this series, isn't it? In this anime, I can't remember.
I'm trying to think if I saw. They might have done one. Okay. In the manga.
Okay.
So it's gonna be interesting. Like they work together quite a bit.
Okay.
As when the series goes on, you'll see them work together quite a bit.
I look forward to seeing that.
But it's very comedic. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
And Lance is more of a cool, calm collective, where Dot is like in your face, you know. And it's they're very polar opposites in everything they do, you know, with fighting, with personality. They're just total opposites, you know. So I like their dynamic with each other. You know, it just makes it fun.
Okay, I can't wait to see more of them two together.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And of course Dot's gonna be flipping off Lance all the time. every chance he gets, you know. So it's great. It's great. But let's talk about Mash. Because he's a very simple and interesting character.
That's true.
Like, and you said it before in the beginning, Mash is very oblivious to a lot of things. He just wants cream puffs and works out. That's all he wants.
Yeah.
You know, and I can respect that. I respect the guy who works out, who wants to get his gains. You know what I'm saying? I can respect that. But again, as we kind of referred to earlier, and then we should probably go in depth right now. So, like we said, Mash is not a magic user. He was founded by his adopted father, you know, and his father knew he wasn't a magic user because he doesn't have a line. So they seclude themselves in this forest. You know, he protects Mash by, you know, staying in this forest, away from people, away from society. And he built Mash by making him work it out. Like his grandfather, or not his father, I'm sorry. His father was the one that told him, listen, you have to work out. Like,
you know what's funny? It was more of a just to keep him busy,
self-defense too.
Yeah, but he didn't realize like he was going to get this strength though. Right. This super strength, this super speed. He did not see that coming, which was hilarious.
No, he didn't. And it goes to your point where the Magic Bureau, when they found out and they went to, you know, try to capture Mash, he's defending off magic with physical strength.
Bare hands.
Yeah. Like, he's really giving boys hands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting. Like he's just like, yeah, I want you to work out. I want you to do these workouts. I want you to, you know, to do this to not only keep you busy, but for self-defense. When he saw Mash defending off magic and attacking, he was like, yo, I didn't think it was going to be like this.
Right.
You know, so it took him by surprise, you know, which was pretty cool. I like that.
Right. That was pretty cool.
So he ends up making a deal with one of the Magic Bureau officers to become a Divine Visionary. Now, Divine Visionary is like a valedictorian.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
It's the best magic user in the academy. You know, so this past, year in MASH, in this series, it was Ray. Ray was the most recent selected Divine Visionary. So MASH is trying to reach that level without magic. Without magic. But so he makes a deal because all MASH wants to do, like I said, he's very simple-minded. All he wants to do, he's trying to become Divine Visionary so him and his father can live in peace. That's all he wants. He just wants to live in peace with his dad and to be left alone. You know?
Yeah.
So
simple life. The simple life. And cream puffs.
That's all he wants. He's a very simple character. He really is. Like I enjoy the character. I like his demeanor. It's very nonchalant. He's just, it's more like, I don't know, like he's just like, his trash talk is very like cool. Like it's just not, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? He's just very simple when it comes to a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But when he's in his fighting mode, when he's ready to attack, it's like he gets in his opponent's head.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's unique. Like he's just like,
he breaks them down too. He brings them down off their pedestal, yanks them from up there.
Especially he did it with Abel.
Yeah, he did.
He did it with Abel. Yeah. And Abel's the leader of the Magnia Lupus. He did it with Abel where Abel kept calling him a rabbit at times, and then once Mash was defending off a lot of his attacks, he was like, yo, like he kind of like used it back at him. He was like, okay, rabbit, and it's like you said, he's kind of breaking down his opponent mentally, and getting to him. But it's like he doesn't. It's like he's not even intentionally trying to do that.
Right. It's just him just doing it. Yeah.
Right. So so I do like Mash's his demeanor. I don't know. It's very stoic. It's stoic. And
he's blank most of the time, or he just got this blank face.
Yeah. And he does. Super blank face. But it's cool. I don't know. Like. Mash is, like I said, a very stoic individual. He's just, I don't know. Like, he's, like, nothing really gets to him.
Yeah, you know? And when something does, you'll know. You'll see it. Yeah.
Like, for instance, when we're going back to when he first met Dot, you know what I'm saying? How, in that whole situation, because, like I said, Dot, he's a ladies' man, I guess you could say. And
self-proclaimed.
Yeah. And so when the one woman character came up to him, oh, can you help me from Silva? Silva's trying to attack me. And they knew in Mash seen that they took advantage of him. They took advantage of him. Dot being gullible to the situation. Yeah. That's where Mash was like, okay, listen.
He got pissed.
Yeah. He wasn't too happy with that. You know what I'm saying? And then you can see like there's certain things that does get to Matt. Like, emotions do get out, but it's not overwhelming. Like, it's not crazy,
right.
But yeah, I don't know. I like the way his demeanor is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I said, very stoic, very just like, just nonchalant.
He's definitely like an introvert that likes to work out. He likes his favorite food, and when he actually makes friends, he keeps them close. Yeah. Make sure they're actually safe.
It's funny too, because the fight with he fought Abel, but before he fought Abel, remember he fought Abyss Razor.
Yeah.
Now Abyss Razor is a unique character too.
Very unique character. Yeah.
He can nullify magic with the Eye of the Devil. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
So it's nullifying, or he just takes away magic. I always say it's like nullifying.
It's like nullifying because you just can't use magic once he's literally looking at you. Yeah,
right. And so that fight was amazing. You know what I'm saying? And his acceleration magic is pretty unique too.
Yeah, and that was a surprise to me because at first I thought that was just his magic to nullify magic, and then later on when they fight, and I realized no, that's just something he was born with, but he has his own actual magic too. which is crazy because so he can nullify somebody he's looking at and then use his magic to take you down. Right. That's pretty strong.
That's pretty dope. Yeah, that's pretty dope. And I like how they designed his acceleration magic with the arrows.
I like that.
Like the arrows are propelling him in that direction. Mm-hmm. Is that what it really is?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is pretty cool. Like I like how they designed it, and then his second was like that little domain.
Ooh, yeah.
And so he accelerate like he basically his second is slowing down his opponent while speeding himself up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Abyss Razor was a unique character, but let me get back to his interaction with Mash. When the whole battle was done, and like you said, when Mash makes a friend, you know what I'm saying, he really cares about that person. Yeah. And when he heard Abyss's backstory, he was like, no, listen, you know, it doesn't matter what you have, you know what I'm saying, I'll be cool with you. You know what I'm saying? You seem like a guy who would be cool to hang out with.
Yeah, that was pretty wholesome. Took him by surprise.
It's very wholesome. That's actually pretty unique to say. It's very wholesome. Like I like how wholesome that, you know, they were after a whole grueling battle that they had. You know, Mash was like, yo, you're not a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, you know, he's like, okay, you know, we duked it out, but you know, now that I know who you really are, and I think it's funny how good of judgment character Mash is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's true.
He knows that, okay, you're a solid dude. You know, maybe we'll have a cream puff or two. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know, it's very unique. Like I said, Mash is very unique. You know, he's just nonchalant with a lot of things. And then, like you said, but when he does show emotion, it's serious. Like you know, he's
very serious.
He's very serious.
Yeah.
And I tell you this too, you ain't see what Mash can do yet.
Really? Yeah. You know what? And I got so hyped. That one scene, you know, when Lance was, you know, the bad guy at that time, and
when they had a little duel,
and he faked like he dropped, you know, the vase over, and then Mash got serious and like went into like hyper speed to dash down there.
What does he say, like hamstring magic?
And I love the way he calls his quote unquote magic attacks. Yeah. Super cool, super dope. He better keep going on with that because I love it when he does that.
I don't know if he does, but I know there's something that he's gonna, not in this arc. He doesn't show it in the next arc. He doesn't show it. It's the arc after the actual Divine Visionary exam itself. Oh, so the next, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but the next arc is gonna be just a selection exam.
Okay,
so they're so Easton's gonna have their candidate. This exam is gonna be like their candidate that's gonna represent them in the Divine Visionary. Oh. The next arc after this one, after the selection exam, is the actual Divine Visionary, Divine Visionary exam itself.
Okay.
Mash goes all out. That's all I'm gonna say.
All out?
Yes, and it's all in the wrist. All I'm gonna say.
It's all in the
wrist. You'll see, bro. You'll see if you do go back to watch it again, and you see Mash like his character.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is all in the wrist. That's all I'm going to say. And then when you see the character, when you see Mash and you look at him again, you'll know what I'm talking about. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil nothing.
Man.
That's all I'm going to say.
It's just the little things he do. The way he do it just shows the level of not just strength, though. Like the mental capacity to be able to do the things he do. Like he seems simple-minded, but he's actually pretty smart when it comes to
battle.
Yeah, he's actually pretty smart.
Because there was a time where he's fighting Abyss Razor in his second.
Yeah.
Where Mash knew the situation. He was slowed down himself, and then when Abyss was coming after him full speed, he hit the ground to make sure Abyss was coming to him full speed, and I think he took him on. Yeah. How did that work out? Yeah, he made sure that Abyss had only one way to come after him.
Right, he split the ground and made it to like it was all like a thin alleyway. Like a thin alleyway. Like you can't go nowhere else. It's just me and you right now.
Right. So like I said, when it comes to that, he's definitely super intelligent with battle IQ. You know what I'm saying? It does. And it's surprising. It is surprising.
Right, you don't see it until he do it. It's just like, wait a minute, did that just happen?
Yeah.
Did he just do that?
And you know what? Honestly, too, he does very unique things. like he's very strong for no reason.
Right.
Remember the time where his first interaction with Abel, and Abel was trying to take his coin?
Oh yes, that was pretty cool. I did not see that coming until they like showed it.
So Abel's a puppet magic user, and so one of his puppets kind of hold Mash. They're holding Mash, and they grabbed the coin and was gonna throw it at Abel. Yeah. So what Mash did was this puppet had like a maybe a suit on. Yeah. So he took the button with his mouth, spit, and the button was like the same design as the gold coin. Yeah, you know, and he spit the gold coin at Abel, and then inhaled. And as he inhaled the gold coin that Abel was trying to take back to him.
Did this in a matter of seconds. In a second. Like you didn't even see it happen.
Yeah. I was like, a lot of people was like, yo, what just happened?
Right.
And it was crazy. Like some of that stuff is unique. Like,
it's funny, very unique. Yeah. You just stuff that's unique to the show. Yeah.
It fits the anime.
It fits.
It fits the anime. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, MASH does a lot of things that are very unique. Very unique. And I enjoyed it. Like I enjoy who MASH is. You know what I'm saying? He's a cool character. Yeah. I would say he is. I would say he's a cool character. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, like I said, nothing really gets to him, but you'll see in the next couple arcs that it gets serious.
And I just got chills thinking about the little snippet we got of, that the one guy who's actually looking for him for some reason.
Innocent Zero?
Yeah. I don't know about it because where I'm at, because I'm just like, wait a minute. Do they know the actual backstory of him, his parents maybe? Why he's able to have this super strength, right. Just from working out. Why does he have so much strength? Like, I can't wait for that to be explained.
It all fits.
Does it?
It all fits. Oh, it's all gonna fit.
That makes me smile.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's all gonna fit. I definitely I think the author did a good job.
Really?
Yeah, nice. Making it all fit together. And
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, so okay. And it makes sense to me. It makes sense.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm eager. I can't wait till you get to that. I really can't. So
nice.
But no, it's gonna be good. Like I hope everybody enjoys it. I'm definitely hyping it up.
You've been hyping it up since you've been reading it, so I couldn't wait to watch it. And I've been stuck on it since episode 1.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you've been stuck on it. Real quick too. The Magnet Lupus, and we kind of got into the Third Fang's backstory, but I'm glad they did a backstory for Abyss Razor and Abel. Was it Abel Walker? I think his name was. Yeah, Abel Walker.
Okay,
and that's another thing I like about the anime. Everybody has like real common names.
Yeah, that's true.
Easy, kind of easy names to remember. But Abyss Abel and I'm sorry. I messed that up. Abyss Abel. Abyss Razor and Abel Walker. They have pretty unique backstories. So Abyss, as we kind of talked about earlier, he has the eye of the devil, And when he was born and when his parents saw, he had that ability, at first they just threw him downstairs in the basement, like in a dungeon,
Crazy.
Locked him up, and he was, and as he's describing it, you felt bad for the character.
Yeah, right away, yeah.
But, he said sometimes there will be food there,
sometimes.
And that's how this anime is. Like, magic, like I said, magic is everything, but social status, like, they feel like if God has given you the ability to wield magic, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be great.
Yeah.
If you don't have magic, you're worthless, basically. And in Abyss is a situation, even though he had magic, his eye nullified magic from people. And so he was like taboo.
Yeah, nobody wanted to be around him.
Yeah. And so when his parents threw him in the basement, years later, his mom tried to kill him. Bro, she tried to strangle him. It was crazy. Like, I was like, yo, that's how this anime can go. Like, it'll hit you with a great, comedic, scene, and then all of a sudden it'll get like a little dark.
Yeah, and it get dark, yeah.
So I was like, wow, that's a sad, like, it was a really sad backstory. You know what I'm saying? But it was it was nice to see where the character came from, and he just, like you said, he wanted to be used, and so when he met Abel. Abel's like, listen, I'm going to use you for my tool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to be mine.
And he actually, that's what he actually wanted,
Right.
It's crazy.
It was nuts. Yeah. And then as far as Abel's backstory.
I didn't see that coming.
With his mom?
Yeah. Because she was a very, like, the sweetest.
Very wholesome.
Loving woman,
She was like, she would do community work.
Right.
Feed the poor.
Really out here helping people.
Yeah. It basically was trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? Telling her son that it was by chance we got into a noble family. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We can't take it for granted, basically.
Yeah.
But the one day as she's feeding, and this is like with every, class, middle class, upper class, you're always going to have those people who are selfish. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. So as she's feeding, the lower class, she's feeding them, and the one guy stabs her because he want like more food or something, or he was
take his anger out on somebody.
It was more, It was more like he was jealous of her. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You take pity on us, which that wasn't the case at all. Right. She just like you said, she was very wholesome. She wanted to help people. Yeah. But Abel looked at it as, you people are selfish. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so anybody who's inferior, he wanted to make sure that you are lower than me. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to show that, me being where I am is a gift from, probably like a gift from God.
Basically,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was interesting to see how his mindset was.
Yeah, how he took it as a kid, how, he made it make sense to him, like what he should be doing.
Right. Yeah. So it was interesting. Like I said, those are two interesting backstories that I'm glad the author put into that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It, like I said, it gave more drama to that arc, to the whole fight with the Magna Lupus and Mash. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely enjoyed it. Like I said, this arc was great. Like it was good. It was enjoyable. I definitely recommend it. I definitely recommend watching the series, but season 2 when that comes out, it's gonna be crazy. Oh. And you know what though? And it's funny too because Ito the one time because he was watching it and you see how Mash is kind of going through like his enemies right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of just, walking through people, say as far as like, fights and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And Ito came up to me and goes, yo, is there going to be a fight where Mash actually like struggles kind of thing? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah. Like this next arc, you're going to see Mash kind of, ooh, yeah. Okay. The next guy he fights, especially in the selection exam, it's gonna be unique. It's gonna be a good fight.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, the arc after, and I probably said this a bunch of times on this episode, the arc after, the actual Divine Visionary exam itself, he has 2 fights that are just phenomenal. Like when I read them, I enjoyed it.
Nice. Okay.
So definitely get ready, guys, because it's gonna be good. Like I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. January season 2. Ooh, yeah, I think they announced the date, January 2nd.
Nice.
Yeah, I think they announced the date.
Get back at it. Back to Mashle.
No, it's good. Like I guess I can't wait to read the next volume that I have right now, and I already pre-ordered the volume after. So
I already pre-ordered
it. But yeah, no, I definitely recommend it. For anybody who's looking for something to watch. If you haven't watched Mashle, Magic and Muscles, that's what I definitely recommend. If you like Harry Potter, you're gonna like that.
You're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Definitely some influence from Harry Potter. With that being said, Dabir, you good?
Yeah.
All right. So to follow us or to stream the Anime Break Room, we are on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, and follow, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Dabir, our social media pages are...
We got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, and TikTok.
Yes. Please follow us, our new TikTok page. We do have it available now. But with that being said, Dabir, you good?
Yeah.
Break time is over. Oh, real quick. I'm sorry. Before I finish break time. Next week, we talk about Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So we got Lito back on next week. Talk about Rurouni Kenshin. We're excited.
Yes.
one of the best swordsmen in anime by far.
Yeah, so, he's at the top, and if you don't know him, you need to jump on a
classic. It's a classic.
Yes, it is.
Good. It was a good remake.
Yeah, and it's so clean, and it's they keeping up. The pace is good, so you can get to it. It won't feel like it's too slow or anything. It keeps coming for you.
Cool. So with that being said, break time is over. Folks, have a good day.